Hello and welcome to another episode of Odyssey Strength Podcast, joined by yours truly, Giannis Xopoulos, and
Jackson Mansudi.
We want to thank you for joining in for another episode. Hopefully we can give you some takeaway tips that can help improve your health and fitness journey, make the whole process a lot easier and more sustainable. If you're interested in coaching, you can reach out to either of us on our Instagrams. I'm Coach Xopoulos _OS.
Coach Jackson Mansudi _OS.
Or you can DM the Instagram page, Odyssey Strength, or find us on the website, odysseystrength.com.au. Let's get into the episode.
We're back.
We're back.
After
a long hiatus.
Long hiatus. I really wanted to say that.
Hiatus?
Yeah.
It's a good word.
It's a
huh?
great word.
I know the people have missed us.
Yeah, well, it's been like 2-3 weeks, hasn't it?
2-3 weeks.
No, I'm saying since we've released content, that is.
Oh.
We did pretty good, bro. I'm pretty impressed with us.
I don't think people realize that. You know, these episodes, we're in the middle of Europe.
Yeah. We're releasing episodes. I'm in the middle of Ibiza.
26th of July was the last episode. So about a month.
Oh, fuck. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Shit.
Sorry, people. I know you've been waiting on
Sorry
us.
to all our 5 listeners.
Hey. On YouTube, we got some views.
Really?
Hey, the YouTube viewers, thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
I'm 5 views closer to monetizing it. We appreciate you.
We just can't say the C word.
Rona.
Yeah.
Otherwise we're scratched.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back and we're back for good.
Yeah, we're back
Until
for
the
good.
next
We're
trip.
not going anywhere.
Until the next trip.
Yeah, next year.
But let's try not talking too much about it.
No. We're gonna get out of the way, otherwise we're not gonna stop.
All right.
We're gonna get out of the way. I know we had plan this, plan that, but like I was well and truly ready to come in and talk about Europe this whole episode.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the last few times people were like, "Oh, we don't want to hear about your trip anymore." I said, "You're gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
If I've paid for it, you're hearing about it.
Yeah, I don't care what you want to hear. You're hearing about the Europe trip.
Unless you're paying me for coaching or to speak about something else on my podcast."
Brother, this is free content. I can do what I want.
You're not paying for the studio. I'm paying for the studio. So unless there's some money coming in, I'm doing what I want.
And I'll say, if you want to come find me in the studio, but the thing is no one knows where the studio is.
Undisclosed location.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
never. I'm telling you, it's never going to be released.
Do you know how many people, like other PTs, reached out to me like, "Oh, where did you do that podcast?" I don't know. I just show up.
I just say Yanni sends me an address, a pinned address.
Yeah, but it's not. It just shares the location. There's not even an address on there.
I tell him, meet me at the park. I'll pick you up.
Yeah.
Blindfolded, and we're coming here.
How was your trip?
How was your trip? You went for longer than me.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I did 8 weeks. Yeah. How long did you do?
4.5.
4.5. Let's say 5.
Yeah.
Because you missed your flight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was a few situations like that. Bro, I can't talk. I went to the wrong airport.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
But the trip itself, bro, I loved it. It was so good.
It's a different lifestyle, bro.
Look, it took me a while to adjust to that. Everyone walks slow. Everyone,
Bro, they're literally no urgency.
Nah, nothing.
Zero urgency for
Take
anything.
your time, bro. I
You want
waited.
to buy something from my shop? You wait till I'm done my cigarette,
Yeah,
and then I come help you.
yeah, and had my cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cafe and cigarette have to go hand in
Yeah.
hand. Like this.
actually,
One-on-one.
that's something I'm so happy about to be back in Australia with.
That you stop smoking?
No, I never smoked, but it's the smoking indoors, man.
It's strong.
It's so bad, bro. I don't mind. I don't know. They're stronger in Europe as well. I swear there's a bigger potency there too.
Probably.
And just because it's so much cheaper, the abundance of it, everyone's got a
Everyone
cigarette. Bro, you're in the middle of Greece eating dinner and people's pumping darts, and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to enjoy my euros. Stop, please.
What, you don't want euros with a side of smoke?
Nah, man. Sorry,
That's extra.
I don't want euros with a side of lung cancer.
Yeah. By the end of it, I got sick the
Yeah,
last
man.
week or so.
From it, yeah.
Georgina and I were just coughing. And then we went to Greece, spent the last 10 days in Greece.
Yeah.
We went out one night to Buzuki.
Yeah. How good, but
Oh, it's fucking mad.
the best.
But, bro, the tables are close together.
Yeah.
And as
Bro,
soon as,
they only make money 4 months out of the year. They got to cram as much people as they can
bro,
in.
as soon as one person started smoking, I started coughing. And then everyone started smoking. I was just dying the whole
Yeah,
night.
it's so
And you know what you quench your thirst with?
Vodka.
Vodka.
Yeah.
Water.
Nah.
Every table gets 2 bottles of water and they're already finished.
Yeah, and you got to pay for those bottles of water too.
Vodka's cheaper.
Yeah.
Just drink that.
Depends where you are. If you're in Mykonos, it's definitely not cheaper.
Oh, bro. That's a bad island.
It's fucking
That,
fun.
we should start a fitness business in Mykonos.
Yeah, I feel like
relocate.
I feel like in Greece, there's only 3 things you can do to make profit in anything:
Day club.
ATV business,
Oh yes.
yeah, rentals, and what's the other one? Euro shop.
Or you become a transfer driver.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
They make fucking bank.
yeah, and you make money on tips and shit too. Did you tip a lot?
No,
Really?
No.
We did. We did 5%.
right. This one lady was like, "Yeah, the recommended amount is 20%."
20%.
I said, "Sorry, 20% on 370 euros. You think I'm going to give you that?"
Yeah.
Are you fucking
The conversion as well is fucked.
I was like, "I'm not. Here's 20 euros. Call it a day." She wasn't very happy, but hey,
All right, here's a real question. How many times did you train?
I trained once in 4.5 weeks, and I did
And what did you learn from that?
10 push-ups in my room, my apartment in Paris.
You look good, but
I'm gonna wait. So let me get the photo. Actually, I'll put the photo up on the screen
yeah,
so people can see. Yeah, I look fucking good. But I'm telling you, like, it was gone. I felt like it was gone within 10 days.
So this is actually a really good takeaway point that I want to talk about that I learned on my trip. I was so hyper focused on how I looked, like a lot of the time. Like a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Probably unhealthy amount, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I was like, it took me a while to be like, Jackson, like, shut the fuck up. Like, you probably look better than a good portion of these people here anyway.
No one
gives a
cares.
fuck
They
anyway.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I definitely noticed, like, I knew it anyway, having been to Europe a few times.
Yeah, see, that was my first proper time in Europe.
Yeah, there's no, fitness is not on a pedestal in Europe.
No.
It's, if I go to the gym, like, I might go once or twice a week. And it's dirt cheap.
Yeah, I trained,
Sorry, in Greece, it's dirt cheap. Membership was like €8 a week.
well, to be honest, I was doing casual, so I didn't actually look at the memberships itself.
Expensive,
but-
casuals are expensive.
Yeah, casuals are very expensive, but I was looking around the gym because I train like average 3 times a week, I think it was, which
Pretty good.
pretty decent. I was happy with it. And look, I'm going to be honest, I only did it for mental health reasons. Just to like feel good, get a sweat on, like just to, like I feel more myself when I'm training. Like there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And I looked around and it's like, man, people have no idea what they're doing. Like proper.
Yeah, literally Europe and fitness,
Yeah.
it's not even a priority.
No.
It's nothing to be looked at. It's because I guess it is a luxury. I'm happy to say it's a
100%,
luxury. And for most people, like they just fucking work instead
Yeah.
because you have to eat.
And they don't even do that good of a job at that.
Or they work when they want to.
Bro, we were in EOS. We arrived in EOS. We got our stuff, went to go get food. We're like, we're going to town. We'll go get some euros. See this restaurant, bro. We set a timer, 55 minutes it took for the first meal to come out. There was one person in the kitchen, and I'm pretty sure it was a yeah.
Fuck.
And she was just like, it took so long, bro. I was like, I'm never coming back here ever again. Like it was so bad. I was like, I could have gone and done it myself quicker. Like I would rather have gone to the nearest convenience store.
Yeah.
Like it was so bad.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Like I love Greece, but some of the places like they really do take their time.
They don't care.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is like, especially coming back to like how you felt, like how you looked as well. I felt fucking invincible in
What do you mean?
In Paris. Like just the way I felt jacked, I felt lean, I felt good. But you weren't closed the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I went to Amsterdam for 3 nights or whatever it was. By the time I got an Ibiza,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
Because I didn't train that whole time. 10 push-ups is not going to do anything.
Also, what was really interesting was like that Mediterranean diet, protein's not a thing, bro.
Protein.
Yeah, protein's not a thing. Like it's just like it's carbs, it's fats, and to be fair, the fats are like they're olive oil and olive oil. It's like it's a lot of it.
It's a jug.
Yeah, like
What do you mean you wanted food with the olive oil?
yeah. But the protein's like not a big priority there. Like the meat that you get
Where do you say mostly? Like,
as in
where
like
did you experience that mostly?
Greece, probably.
Really?
Yeah, or I'd say Portugal as well.
Portugal, I feel like everything in Portugal tastes good because it's high in fats.
Yeah, of course.
And don't get me wrong,
Like chorizo's like a big food there.
chorizo.
Yeah, like we had like the snails and shit. Like It was really good. But like bread, and even Rome, bro. Like everything you eat in Rome, like they put vinegar and olive oil, not
Yes.
salt and pepper.
No.
Vinegar and olive oil on the table to add to the meal.
How else are you gonna eat your bread?
When there's already more oil in everything else. Like, you know what I mean? Like even you get pasta, vinegar and olive oil. Like,
yeah, I think it definitely depends. Some countries, like for me, Netherlands, like if you go to Amsterdam, don't expect to eat unless it's hot chips. I had good Thai food.
I don't know, bro. The food I had, we went to Eindhoven, which is because we were there for a festival.
Amsterdam, you just get high. That's it.
Yeah, but like,
people aren't going there for a culinary experience.
I don't know, bro. The gyms I trained at in there, and from what I saw, I feel like Netherlands in general, infrastructure wise, is just a lot more developed compared to a lot of other countries, like somewhere like Greece where you got farmland everywhere.
Forget it.
But like, I personally thought it was easiest to eat nutritious food in somewhere like Netherlands. Like, bro, there was like poke bowl places, there was Starbucks, there was like general like fast food and normal eating places. Like we had sushi in Netherlands.
Yeah, I guess for me, the thing that I ran into was I kept coming back to the fact I'm on holidays, and I was like, you know what? Yeah. I've done all this work for the 7 weeks to diet. I look good. But man, I was, by the end of it, I was like, I'm over it. I'm here. I'm going to eat whatever I want.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I didn't even have like, normally if I go on a small, we went to Melbourne, try and have some sort of protein-ish meal.
It's different. You're gone for 3 days compared to 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks.
But what I mean is even in the cities, like different cities, I didn't even have that thought to like try and prioritize protein. I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat whatever is around me. If that's a national dish, a cuisine, whatever, I'm going to try that.
I think like the thing, like my clients asked me, they were like, oh, like, did you stick to your food? Because they know I'm like quite strict with my food. And I was like, look, man, like I went to a convenience store when I got to each country. I'd buy protein shakes and a protein yogurt and maybe some muesli. I'd have that like maybe once, twice a day, maybe 3 times. And now I'm talking like protein shakes or protein bars here. And then I'd just eat what I want.
Croatia, protein shakes? Nice.
Goated.
Very
goated.
Nice.
Yeah,
very good.
Really good.
I didn't really find much elsewhere. I just didn't look for that. That's my problem.
I looked just because I just wanted to like hit some bare minimums. Like that was it. But like honestly, like if you want any key takeaways from here, if you're going on holidays for a long period of time, just go and enjoy.
Yeah.
Because like one thing I realized is like even though in the moment I'm like my physique is falling apart, I look shit, I look fat, I look bloated. It's like I checked in with Jason for the first time on Monday. He goes, bro, for someone who went away for 8 weeks, you look pretty fucking good.
Got the same feedback.
I was like, cool, man. Like he's
just hyping us up.
Yeah, probably. But like your body's probably not going to fall apart as much as you think it will, especially if you have just some level of consciousness of what you're eating.
Yeah, I think one of the main things that I say this with a grain of salt is like I was eating whatever, but that doesn't mean I'm fucking eating 6 meals a day of whatever I want.
Yeah.
Because you can't anyway. Everything that is over there is so rich.
It's so rich, yeah.
Like you might have
and you're eating to try things as well.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah,
you're just trying.
You're not like, oh, I'm so hungry, I'm gonna order 3 of these, 4 of those. You're like, I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna order a little bit of everything. And by the time everything comes out, you're like, fuck, I'm so full.
Yeah, I'm done.
Bro, especially in Rome, like the portions of an entree
massive
are huge. Like I went to dinner, Sam and I went to dinner one night. We looked in the area where we wanted to go. Like, oh, that entree looks mad. It was like a tower. It had like prosciutto, ham, salami, mortadella, bread, and then pizza at the bottom.
Oh.
And then I got a salad on the side as well. Bro, by the time we had that, I was like, I'm done. Like, and then you go get gelato on the way home and you're like, I'm full. And that was like, and that was like the 3/4 of the food I ate that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I found myself probably having like 2 meals a day.
Yeah, if that. And especially me, I was doing festivals and stuff. It's like 2-3 day festivals. I'm not eating for those 2-3 day festivals. I'm drinking and, you know, like there's no way you're eating.
Yeah, it definitely consumed a lot of, remember guys, alcohol is a macronutrient.
It is
7 calories per gram of alcohol.
Yeah.
So your boys kept their physique with drinking alcohol. Yeah. Don't do that.
No, it's not like, this is what I was saying. Like, I guess the person that's probably listening to this is someone who probably also goes on a Europe trip or someone who also goes away on holidays every now and then. And it's like, if you're someone who's worried about looking after your health and fitness when you're going away, just make sure that you're doing what you're happy with. I think like that's sort of the biggest thing. It's like, what's the devils you're willing to deal with? Like mine was, I'm willing to train on holidays because I enjoy it. And I knew what it did for it would actually allow me to enjoy my holidays more. Not because I'm burning off whatever it was I was eating. It was like, I just feel good when I train and I had a nice pump.
Sustainable.
I go to the gym. Even walking home from the gym, especially in Greece, it's like, took my shirt off, got a bit of a pump on. It's nice, you know, you got your headphones in, you're listening to Greek music, you know, it's good. You got a coffee in your hand, whatever. So it's like, if you're willing to deal with the fact that you might not be eating the most protein rich food or whatever, it's like, you're enjoying yourself, who cares?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's what's sustainable. Like for me, I could not see myself going to the gym for, let's say it took me 30 minutes to get there. Just say it, right?
Yeah.
Train for an hour, 30 minutes back. That's 2 hours out of a day that I really can't justify out of the 3 days that I'm in a certain city. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do whatever. Like I by the end of it, bro, I did not give a fuck. I went to the one gym I went to was in Ibiza because I wanted to try it.
Yeah, because you saw me training there as well.
Nirvana. Yeah.
Nirvana gym, yeah.
Cost me fucking €50 to
50 euros for one day.
It was like the
week pass.
Nah, the entry fee was like fucking 25, and then I bought a water and 2 fucking protein shakes, and it was just, I was like, bro, if I have to do this all the time, I'm gonna be broke by the end of it.
Yeah, I just paid for the week pass, cost me €40 or something.
Because you were there for longer, hey?
Yeah, I was there for 5 days.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
And you went to the gym every day?
4 times, yeah.
Yeah, see, I knew I was only going to go once.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just can't justify.
You know what it was, man? It was like, it was sunny, it was hot, it was good. Like, bro, I trained with my shirt off in that gym. Like,
a lot of people did.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck.
Put a fucking shirt on, stop sweating on it. Because they don't even wipe it down.
I brought a towel, of course.
Of course. Hey, bring a towel.
But yeah, no, I had a great time. I don't regret any of my decisions in terms of training and nutrition. And I think, you know what? I needed that. I needed to not think about my food. I needed to not actually follow a program for a bit to realize, like, yeah, I miss this, but I miss this for these reasons. Like, for the reasons that I genuinely enjoy it, that I like seeing my physique progress. I like feeling good. Like, my goals moving forward now is like, yeah, I want to get jacked. I want to get big, but I just want to feel good. Like, that's the main goal.
Nice. Well, to sum it up, that's all about our Europe trips.
Yeah, we can shut up about it now.
We're done with that, but that's a good segue into what our first topic is going to be coming back from Europe. So new perspectives, new coaching styles.
Yeah, like not these are the things that we already talk about a lot. Well, the biggest thing, and I've been started going on about it on my socials this week, it's like, and this ties in a lot to what we've actually just been talking about. It's like one of the biggest things we focus on, especially when we get a new client, is sustainability. It's okay, now let's define what sustainability means to us. Giannis, if you want to take.
For me personally, it's just something that, you know, you can do. It's a repeated behavior that you actually enjoy.
Yeah, for long term, like, you know, for me, how I sort of go about this with my clients and how I approach it, it's like, what can you see yourself doing, not just for the next 10 to 12 weeks, but for like years to come. Not that they're going to be with me forever, but I want them to walk away with the skills that they can live and navigate their life with, even when I'm gone. Training, nutritionally, whatever it is. Would you agree?
I would agree.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
And I guess there's ways that we break that down, and the ways we break that down is through our nutrition, setting really good goals, both with training and nutrition. Because how many times have we had someone come to us where it's like, I want to lose 10 kilos, and you're like, mad, that means nothing to me.
Yeah, I think it's all good and well to have big goals.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, is losing 10 kilos sustainable? You know, do you have the ability to implement the behaviors of someone who has lost 10 kilos now? Because that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, I think it's also asking yourself, like, why do you want to lose 10 kilos?
Mm.
It's like, why do you want to lose 10 kilos? What does the person who loses 10 kilos feel like?
Mm.
What does the person who loses 10 kilos want to do after that? Because
how do you keep it off?
yeah, how do you keep it off? Or what does life look like when you are 10 kilos lighter? You know what I mean? Like, I think we don't actually ask ourselves the questions as to why we want to do these things. Like, people say, I want to feel better, I want to look better. It's like, what? Again, like, why?
Yeah, and there's no wrong answer. It's more just then you're able to repeat the behaviors needed to complete that task without constantly going, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. If you have a good why, you're going to go and do the thing.
Because it's a lot more powerful and it's a lot more motivating when you say, I want to lose 10 kilos because I can't, let's say it's a male or a female, roughly around the ages of 20 to 30, because I don't feel comfortable when I go out during the weekend and I want to meet a partner and I want to feel confident in my clothes. How much more motivating do you feel when you're like, well, hold on a minute, I want to be able to wear this. I want to be able to feel confident when I go out. I want to be able to be the person in the group who people say, fuck, you look good.
Yeah, or like have your shirt off at the beach,
Have
or
your shirt off at the
whatever
beach,
it is,
yeah.
small shit that you probably don't think about and you take for granted.
Even if you're older and it's like, I want to be able to run around with my kids. You know, like these are things that have a lot more powerful reasoning behind them. And they're the reason when we sit down with a client, especially initially, and we have a consult with them, we're like, I literally want you to try and tell me in every detail why you want to hit that goal.
Yeah, give me some emotional. You need to think about. It's so cliche, but like, oh, what's your why? It's like, if you really understand it, then I'm telling you, like, your fitness goals they'll be so much easier to tackle.
I mean, look, you're pretty adherent to your goals. Like, what is your why?
Honestly, it's a confidence thing. It's a self-esteem thing.
Yeah.
Having always been skinnier, for me, I've always had the aspiration. Oh, I needed to get to 70 kilos. Once I got to 70, I was like, you know, it's all right. Then I wanted to get to 80 and then 85. I got to 83 and I went, there's nothing here. There really is nothing here that's really different than when I was, you know, at 70 or lighter. Yeah. It's a mental thing, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's the thing as well. It's like, I wanted to see if I could do it. I've done it. Now it's more about just, I enjoy the process and I know, like if I didn't train, I'll be completely honest with you. If I didn't train, I probably wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, okay.
I would find something else to do. And I think this time away from the gym has really changed my perspective. If I had to go without the gym, I'd be fine. Yeah,
you reckon?
But I would go play sport.
Yeah.
I would go do other things. I'd go running or something I'd do something else. I think that, yeah, it's just my why was different before I left compared to now.
Yeah.
I do it now because I enjoy it.
I would agree, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
before it was very shallow. It was more, I want to look as good as I can before I leave. And there's nothing wrong with that because I did it.
Yeah.
And I still will do it because I want to fucking look mad.
Yeah.
But now I just enjoy it more.
Yeah.
I have an appreciation for it.
I say I did the opposite. Not the opposite. I say I did, you know, I guess you were the same because I did the sport first.
Yeah.
I did that. And my why was the confidence thing too. I did martial arts for so many years because I didn't think that I had confidence anywhere.
Yeah.
And I guess I switched to training because I guess I was just inspired by other people. I'd say my why is because I enjoy it.
Now?
Yeah, I just enjoy it. Yeah. Like I just like, bro, like today you and I, we trained, we had a laugh.
It's cathartic.
Yeah, yeah. And I enjoy routine. I enjoy, like I guess the reason, my why is because it ties to my values. So it's like, it ties to work ethic. It's like you need to have high work ethic to be good at the gym because you need to commit long term.
Yeah.
You need to have good routine, good balance between recovery and intensity. It's like those things relate to the things that I value. So it's like for me to stick to my diet, for me to show up to training is very, not easy, but it ties to who I want to be as a person.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's very motivating to me because it's like, I'm like, who do I want to be? I want to be a strong-willed, work ethic, balanced, honest person. It's like it keeps me honest.
Yeah.
You know? So Yeah. I guess.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
If it doesn't make sense to you, it's all right. We can chat about it. Just reach out. We'll discuss your why and see if we can help you.
I guess we're different because it's our job, right? Like we love it so much. We've literally made it our job. If I'm going to use an example, say from a client, it's like, one of my clients, like Leora, right? She was up and down with her training and her nutrition for so long. And then like, we really like dug deep as to like the things that why she wants to train, why she wants to look. She's got a wedding coming up in like 17 days. Obviously that's quite motivating. You want to look good for your wedding. But we also just understood it's like, she wanted to feel good in her skin. She wanted to be confident in the gym. So the things that we did was like, okay, well, when I think someone to feel confident in the gym, I think lifting a lot of weight. Now she's done powerlifting comps. Now she can deadlift like 175 kilos, which is ridiculous.
175?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 175.
Oof.
Or 170. Anyway, so it's like we understood what it was. Like she wants to have kids one day. It's like she wants to be healthy enough to be able to have kids one day, to be able to watch her kids grow. Like these are conversations I've had with her. And they sound really deep and really it's not actually, if you just put a little bit of thought to it, you don't actually have to dig that deep to really understand why you do what you do.
It's true.
Like we say, oh, it sounds cliche. It's like, well, if you just ask yourself the right questions or you get us to ask you the right questions, then you'll quickly understand why it is that you're in front of someone being like, hey, I want to lose 5, 10 kilos. I want to get stronger. I want to be more confident.
Yeah, or even if you're not asking yourself those questions, then you can, or if you're not sitting in front of us or sitting in front of someone asking those questions, why do you actually go to the gym? That's the fucking simplest one that I've said to so many people, and it stumps them.
Like the thing is like there's a reason they signed up to a gym and pay $20, $30, $40 a week. And if you don't show up and you still pay it, there's a reason that you don't cancel it.
In case you want to go.
In case you want to go, but why do you want to go? You know, like ask yourself those questions.
Yeah.
I think it's, you know, like Sebastian Oreb says, you're only going to peak your pyramid as wide as your base. And I think sustainability is your base. If you don't have a good base, then you're not really going to reach the goal. Brother, clip that.
I was waiting for that. Okay, that's good. Cool. So we've defined sustainability.
Yeah.
Now, we can break this down into a few further segments. Obviously, these are some things that we chat with our clients with. What we chat with. Anyway, my English is not that great coming back from Europe.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't even get that myself. The role of nutrition in sustainability. We can make it as brief because we like to keep things simple now, you know?
Yeah.
So that you can take some things home. So the role of nutrition. What are some things that, you know, your conversations that you've had with clients, both in-depth conversations and the simple conversations that someone can kind of compare themselves or their journey to?
I'll give you one that I had yesterday. It was actually really, really good. This client of mine, he's someone who, you know, he's got a bit of a rubber arm, likes to go have dinner during the week, you know, have maybe a drink, whatever. He's up and down with his nutrition a lot. He's like lost 5 kilos, put 7 back on, like this, that, you know, like up just up and down, up and down. And I'm like, I asked a few questions and I'm like, you know, what works for you? Like, could you work on 1 meal a day? You know, what? He goes, I just get bored of eating the same shit. I was like, what?
Very common.
Very common. And I'm like, this is like, I was like, hold on a minute. I was like, how would you just feel about tracking your food? He's like, I've done it in the past. And I'm like, how'd you go? He goes, it's an effort to put the numbers in and whatnot. I was like, yeah, no, totally understand. I was like, what if you just tracked your calories and your protein? He goes, that seems pretty easy. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, because if you wanted to, let's say you make your meals 5 days out of the week, which he does all the time. But whether he eats them or not and then goes out and has something else is like a different story, which happens like 2-3 times a week. And then you get to the weekend and it's like, you haven't probably eaten enough or you probably have eaten too much and you're up and down, up and down. I said, in that case, then you're able to go out. You're probably going to make a little bit more of an educated decision because you're like, I have X amount of calories left. And let's even take calories out of the situation. Let's say protein, just focusing on protein. It's like, you're probably going to choose a steak and chips with salad over a pizza or a pasta at the pub. Now, if we're talking about someone who's like trying to get fucking lean. It's like, what? It's like, that's not good. It's like, I don't care. I just want you to make healthier, conscious decisions with your food. Is that going to be sustainable for you? Yes, I could easily do that. Oh, man, let's just do that. And it's like, he still gets to go, probably have a beer or two with his mate and enjoy the food and the social time.
It's the experience.
Yeah, and the experience. And then he can probably still hit his goal. And that there will allow him to be sustainable because he's not risking so much that's going to be like, nah, fuck this, it's too hard.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the time when people think about, you know, tracking calories or going to the gym a couple times a week, it's very much a do or die, all or nothing mentality. Because, you know, you open up Instagram. Instagram is it's just a minefield of information, and there's so many good looking people, and, you know, they go to the gym 5 times a week, and I follow this person who does this, and it's just shit everywhere.
Yeah.
When in reality, when you break it down about what you actually have to do, okay, it might not be super simple in the beginning, but once you tick off one thing, right, it becomes so much easier. Just practice one thing. Like I said to one of my clients, Georgina, not my girlfriend, different client. She's done really well. So she's been a client of mine for about 2 years. Has hated, and I say hated because every time we had the conversation, there was always kind of a sore spot about
Bit of friction.
Yeah, just the conversation wasn't always smooth about tracking food. Now,
Preface, you don't need to track.
no.
No.
And I said that to her. I said from the get-go, this is not a necessity. Don't feel like you have to live the life that I do.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you do follow a personal trainer, chances are they go to the gym 5 times a week. Yeah. They track their food. They do this. They meditate.
Yeah. And there's a reason that they do it for a living. It's because they fucking froth it.
Yeah, right? I said, you don't have to live my life. I said, my job is to create something that you can adhere to and you know, sustain, right? If you don't want to track calories, that's fine. I said, but we need to then manage the expectation that you will have 6, 12, 1 year down, or whatever it is down the time, down the line, right? She flipped on her head. I said, okay, let's just try and track breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Worked well. We're finally being able to get into the habit. I said,
My Fitness Pal track?
My Fitness Pal track. I said, if we're going to track calories, I'm going to teach you to do it the right way. You're not doing half of one thing and we just do one meal and then we close the app, right? Worked really well. She's able to see what she's consuming.
Yeah. And I think something as well that allows that to be sustainable is you're probably doing more than what you would have
100%.
than if you weren't doing it at all. Whether it's tracking, whether it's like just being conscious of what you're eating, like whatever, but go on.
Yeah, and let's not beat around the bush. It's just an application on the phone.
Yeah.
If you really don't like it that much, delete the fucking app.
Yeah, like, look, do I think tracking can cause some disordered eating if you hyper focus around it? Yeah, of course, but I guess
you probably haven't been taught the right way.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of annoying that things just like go in these ways where it's like tracking is everything to build muscle, where it's like now it's like it's the devil. Like if you do it, you're gonna have an eating disorder. It's like, man, it's person to person. And I'm gonna be honest, if someone has an eating disorder, don't fucking come to me. Like that's not the person that I would be willing and happy to guide. I don't feel comfortable guiding someone like that. And if they're going to come to me and be like, hey, look, I have these problems. I'm like, cool. Are you working with someone? Yes, no. Okay. Oh, I'm happy to do this. And it's under the guidance of someone else. Done. Cool.
Yeah. And I think that was something that, you know, we had spoken about and we said, if it goes into a way that you're not enjoying it, stop.
Yeah.
And we'll figure out another way to do it.
Because again, we want them to be doing this long term. Because why you're doing this comes back to the why. Like, why are you doing it? Is it because you want to get on stage? Is it because you want to do this? Like, probably not. You probably just want to feel better. Now, feeling better looks different for absolutely everyone. And it's like for this girl, it could be, oh, I feel great. And I'm like tracking 1 meal a day.
And that's all it was. And
that's the result.
We reviewed it in a month and we said, how are you going with it? She said, yeah, it's actually really easy. I said, okay, cool. Can we add lunch? Because I know lunch was some of the things, you know, corporate lifestyle, might go out for a bite to eat here and there.
Yeah.
Can get a bit wayward with, you know, some of the meals that you're eating. You go out for a pizza, go out for a pasta, whatever it is. Keep in mind, if you're a 5'0" female, you're not going to be able to eat as much as your 6'1" counterparts that you work with.
Yeah.
So these are some things where it is not fair, but that's the way biology has it. And I said this to her. I was like, you know, you need to be mindful. I understand you want to go to these things. I said, but we have to make decisions that are going to benefit you, not decisions that benefit the whole group. You know,
Yeah.
they might be eating something. It's okay to have a little bit of that, but you got to understand you also, if you want this goal as much as you say you do,
Yeah.
you need to elicit the behaviors that are going to support that goal.
Yeah.
She
If you
said-
don't have that goal, by all means, go ahead.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said, okay, I'll try it. So we did it. I said, okay. After another month, we started doing dinner. Now the girl tracks every day and she's down 3.5 kilos.
Yeah, it's huge.
I said to her, if you could, just think about it, right? If you could lose 1 kilo a month, and if you're overweight, kilo a month for a year is 12 fucking kilos.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's a lot of weight.
yeah.
But it's always, I need to lose as much as I can as quick as I can.
Yeah. And it comes back to like, is that going to be sustainable?
It's not.
It's not.
Chances are you probably put back on 15.
I've said this in previous podcasts. The people that I've had the best results with are the people that have been with me the longest. Why? Because it's sustainable.
Mm.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, and you know, it is the age-old comment, diets are not sustainable, but they are very good to show you what's possible if you do a certain behavior
Yeah.
that can put you in line with your goal.
I've been saying this a lot on my socials lately. A diet doesn't work if you put the weight back on. Like it's like, oh, I've dieted, I've done this. It's like, well, you're here. Why are you here? Because if it worked, you wouldn't be here.
Mm.
And it's like, yeah, okay, like life gets in the way, things happen, but it's again, we're not here to teach you how to just look your best. We're here to teach you how to stay looking your best.
Yeah, if you, as bad as it sounds, if you can't keep the results, chances are you probably didn't learn enough.
Yeah.
And when we say learn enough, you don't have to know the ins and outs of how to fucking do everything.
You don't need to know like, oh, calorie this or carb cycling that. No, you just got to understand, you got to learn how to make educated decisions around nutrition.
If your weight's going up, you're eating too much.
Yeah, if you're losing weight, you're not eating enough. And if that's not your goal, then you need to eat more.
That sounds so simple.
Yeah, but the thing is like things need to be simple. Because there's so much information out there, people don't fucking understand. How many people have we sat down with and we're like, oh, I know everything about nutrition. I'm like, all right, buddy.
Nah, it's normally, how's your nutrition? Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I eat healthy. Sure.
That's a good one.
Tell me more, brother.
What's that? You eat a packet of macadamias?
Oh, what's that? You eat dried fruit? Yeah, no worries. All good.
But yeah, this is the difference between obviously achieving the results and keeping them, and achieving the result and then rebounding and, you know, fucking it all up again.
Yeah. I mean, like, it comes down, I don't like the word balance because it's like, what does balance, like balance is different for everyone, but it's like, what are you going to be able to manage? What can you manage, especially the expectations? It's like, there's a lot of times where, you know, I've had to tell people, it's like, I want this by this day. And I'm like, well, you're going to have to do this. Are you willing to do that? No. Well, then like you need to change the goal. And then that's again where when we understand the why, it's like your why is probably actually different to your goal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to feel fitter. It's like, fuck does that mean?
How are you going to measure it?
Yeah. So, yeah.
So give some people some practical tips and strategies for a balanced and sustainable diet. Please and thank you.
Just around nutrition?
Yep.
Well, assess what the goal is, firstly. Understand the why behind it. And then make decisions based off that. Like, it's actually that simple. Like, you want to, let's say you do want to lose weight, right? Okay, well, are you willing to track? Yes or no? If yes, are you willing to do it accurately? Because that requires planning out your food, weighing some of your food. Yes, I said that you're weighing your food. And then if not, that's fine. Then what are you willing to do? Are you willing to, you know, Australian dietary guidelines? How many servings of fruit per day do you need? How many servings of vegetables per day? It's 5 and 3, isn't it? Or 5 and 2?
5 and 2.
Yeah, sorry. 5 and 2.
Don't go to him
Yeah,
for vegetables.
I've improved. And follow those guidelines and then be like, okay, well, where am I getting protein in my diet? Am I willing to increase that? Where am I willing to? It's just asking fucking questions. It's literally all it is. Like I like to say that I have this 5-step sort of, well, I actually do, but I have this answer that's going to give you everything in terms of what it looks like to have a sustainable role for nutrition, but it really looks different for everyone. The conversations I have might be similar, but the answer's always different.
Oh, we do have a
5-step method.
yes, guideline.
We have guides, yes.
If you're unsure, you know where to find us.
Yeah. Would you add anything to that?
No, honestly, yeah,
The thing is because we're trying to be so clear with what we're trying to say, there is also a grey area where it's like there's no one answer for everyone.
Yeah, look, the most general advice I can give to someone would be, if you would like to improve the way you look, eat more fruits and vegetables, as many as you can, in all colors that you can find.
Eat the rainbow, brother.
Eat the rainbow. Consume more protein. And what does that look like? Honestly, I think it's your palm. Have a look at your palm, right? 1 to 2 of those 3 to 4 times a day. And I'm talking chicken breast, even chicken thigh, mince, steaks, fish.
Yeah.
Eat everything.
Eat it all.
Right? If you do that and you try and not eat so many processed foods, banana breads, muffins, all that shit that you can find at offices. And
assess the goal as well. If you're willing to fit it in and you're willing to manage that. Then
if you can't live without your banana bread in the morning, I don't know if the fitness lifestyle is really for you.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to be really blunt. I just don't know if that's going to be something that is going to be supporting your fitness goals long term.
Yeah.
But if you're not that person, then you can easily work around it.
Yeah, well, even if it's like in the beginning you're not willing to give that up, then change what you can change.
Yeah, drink more water. I don't know.
Yeah, like honestly, man, I've done that with some people.
Who's that client of yours lives in Dubai?
Oh, Lulu.
Yeah.
Bro, she lost 7 kilos. Oh, bro,
Right.
This is a perfect example. Perfect example. I'll actually tell you what we did. I literally said to her for the first 4 weeks, your goal is to drink more water. She did that, and I said, awesome, what else do you want to do? She goes, I wouldn't mind working on my breakfast. So we did breakfast. I want you to have breakfast at home, and I want you to put some emphasis on fruit and protein. We did that. Then 2 weeks later, bro, she was like, oh, by the way, I've been cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And I was like, look, like if you can handle that, then just keep going with it. But I'm only going to sort of hold you accountable to breakfast for now still. Anyway, she kept doing it. And she kept doing it. And she goes, oh, I'm really enjoying training. Like, can I have an extra day? Went to 3 days. She's training 3 days a week consistently now. Bro, like it's been like 3-4 months with 7 kilos down.
Unreal.
Huge. It's just, and literally all we did was focus on water, and we put a big emphasis on mindful eating as well.
You know what it is? I'll put it into, it was something that I saw the other day from Ben Cant.
Yeah.
He called it a cornerstone behavior.
Yeah.
Right. And it was him, he was using, the greens drink in the morning.
I saw that. Yeah. I saw that today.
So the action of doing something like that, now, whether you like it or not, that's up to you. But if you drink water in the morning, chances are that cornerstone or pinnacle behavior in the morning
encourages it. Yeah.
Is going to mean that the rest of your day, you're going to be more mindful to, eat a healthier breakfast, eat a healthier lunch. So if you can do something in the morning or somewhere during your day that is going to support or at least guide you in the right direction for more positive or health inspiring behaviors, fucking do it.
Yeah.
And especially if it's easy, like drinking more water. Bro, myself.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, 100%.
So my mum gets filtered water from a company called Awake.
Oh, yeah.
Awake water. You've probably seen it. She's like, oh, can I have my water? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, I used to think, fuck, that's bullshit, whatever. Like, it's fucking scam. Bro, I'm shit you not. I've come back from Europe and, like you drink out of the bottles.
Yeah.
You don't drink out of the tap.
You can't drink out of the tap,
But I don't drink tap water here anymore. And I'm not trying to be some health guru, floozy, whatever. But bro, I'm telling you, it tastes different. I only protein shakes, water before the gym. I'll wake up, have 2 glasses of water out of this filtered water. But I feel unreal.
Yeah, well.
But it's probably just up here. Because I like it, I do it.
Yeah.
Before, when I'm at home, I don't drink water. The only time I drink water is during my sessions because I have the bottle. And I drink water to encourage the client to drink more water.
Well, I see. This week I've made it, like I've been carrying this water bottle around. Shout out industry.
Did you pay for that?
No.
You didn't pay for that?
No, it came with it. I got the clothes and they're like, do you want a water bottle?
Well, when I fucking shop there, they don't give me shit.
Loyal customer. What can I say?
Fucking hell.
Anyway, I've just been carrying a water bottle around in general.
Makes a difference.
Empty or not, it has made me drink more water, and I've noticed a big difference in my energy. Like I don't have peaks and troughs in energy as much.
I agree.
Like, bro, it's fucking. This is what I'm saying. Like, it makes such a difference in such a small thing. Drinking more water has made me feel more energetic and consistent throughout my day, which therefore has made me I'm more energetic in my sessions. I feel better when I'm talking to people. I probably don't get pissed off as easily. Like, just little shit. I know that sounds a bit silly, but to me, and again, that's encouraging healthy behaviors with me. It's like, if that's going to help me drink more water, then fuck yeah, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, like it was the other night. I fell asleep on the couch, woke up, and I was like, I feel like water. Didn't go to the fridge, didn't go to the tap. Filtered water, mate. Filtered water. 2 glasses of filtered water. I went straight to bed.
You know what's helped me drink more water? The Coke Zero in Europe sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Shit house. Hate it.
Didn't like it?
Didn't like it. So I just drank water. Now, if I'm thirsty, I don't want Coke Zero. I want water.
There you go. We're changing cornerstone behaviors.
You wanna look your best, brother? Just drink more water.
Honestly, drink more water.
It sounds silly, but like, you know, if you're someone who really doesn't know where to go in terms of like just where to start, like let's say you're a complete beginner, you don't know where to fucking start, and somehow you're listening to this, bro, just drink more water.
Yeah. Carry a water. I notice a lot of people in the gym don't have water bottles.
Yeah, I used to be that person too.
Yeah.
And then I get halfway through my session, I'm like, fuck.
I'm thirsty.
Why do I feel like I'm going to pass out?
Yeah. I now try and make sure everyone has a water bottle.
Yeah. It's good. It's like, I mean, we fucking need to survive, right?
Awake water. I'm telling you. It's fucking good.
Yeah, I'm not spending the money for Awake water.
No, hey, it's not that expensive.
Keep
talking. I'm gonna look it up.
This guy's going to look it up. Hey, before we get onto that, I just want to quickly PSA.
Listening.
Whoever invented the bottle caps in Europe, I want to have a conversation with you.
You like them or you don't like them?
I love them. Best thing in the world.
You know, hey,
why do we not have this here?
Hey, explain to the person.
Okay, so
they got to do a demonstration for you.
So when you're in Australia, right? You have a bottle cap like this. You screw it on, blah blah blah. You take it off. Detach. Cap, bottle, not one.
And you know you always drop it.
You know, 100, and then you're like, it's dirty.
You can't put it
back on.
You can't put it
That's
back
disgusting. In Europe, bottle cap off, attached still. Hangs off the lid. Beautiful. Honestly, the best thing that's, like, honestly, sliced bread and that, handshake.
Bro, for the first couple of days, I pulled it off because I didn't know it was supposed to stay
me
on.
too. Me too. I was like, this is weird, bro.
Yeah.
This is so weird. Now, I'm like, why do we not have this here?
Unreal, eh?
It's just so simple. Anyway, continue.
Oh, sorry. I looked it up, found out. Awake water, 15.5 litres for $15.50. That's fucking, bro, that's fucking cheap.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But it comes in plastic bottle, which I'm not so happy about.
Mr. Environment.
I'm anti-plastic.
Really?
No.
Plastic straws?
Europe has plastic straws everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what's on my mind about that. But plastic straws the go.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah, it's just so much better.
But yeah, if you don't like the taste of Sydney water, Awake water. And they're at Botany, so you can go pick it up.
Yeah, Awake. What's the word I'm looking for?
Sleeping.
Should we wrap it up?
We can wrap it up. Next episode, I want to touch on balancing fitness and life. And then I also want to bring on some, not going to bring any guests on because this is my podcast, but real life success stories. So we'll collate some client stories about how to actually, or more because we got fucking unlimited.
Yeah.
More client success stories about sustainability. And then we'll move on to a few of the other pillars that we use with Odyssey Strength Coaching.
Basically, these are the, like, as we said, we don't know that we do. These are just a step or the guides that we use to take you through your fitness journey to make sure that you get the results and keep the results.
Yep.
Now, if you've listened to this and you've really enjoyed it and you've taken some inspiration from it and some of the questions that we've sort of forced you to ask yourself, or that you've sort of asked yourself from listening to this, and you've enjoyed it, then hit us up in the DMs, email us, whatever, link in the bio, go to the website.
Message the Instagram page. We have we also have the handles.
Coach Jackson Mazzuti _OS, Odyssey.strength.
Coach Stopulus _OS.
That's it.
That's our Instagrams. Don't email us because there's a lot of emails. You can apply through the website.
Email us.
We do have a subscription training app if you are interested, or if you maybe need a more financially affordable option.
Yeah.
But you still want to work with Odyssey Strength in some capacity. Head to the website, fill out the inquiry form. You can purchase and subscribe to a training program written by us that we use with our clients. And then we can possibly have a chat about bringing you on as a premium coaching client in the future.
Hectic.
That was good.
First one back. Look at us. It's like we never left.
Thanks for having us, guys. Subscribe to the YouTube and
Miss
follow
you.
on Spotify.
Love you.
Thanks, so we can get more views.
Bye.